back to my channel and welcome to another Getting to Know Me video. Today we're gonna do something different where I record my phone screen and I'm going to react to old social media posts. I'm also gonna give you a little background history on how I feel about social media, and we'll be seeing different phases that I've gone through in my social media journey, if you will. But we'll be looking at that, and let's get right into it. So as you can see, I have to start off by downloading Facebook because I no longer use it. And this has the furthest back social media post that I can think of. So we're going to start here. While that's downloading, I'm going to talk a little bit about why I deleted Facebook. So for me, Facebook became a place of too much negativity, and there were a lot of people who were spreading around false information without doing any research. And the amount of opinions on these AI generated topics was getting out of hand, and I had to leave. But now I have downloaded Facebook, and I'm going to my memories tab, and we're just going to see what I posted today, 3 years ago. Lots of encouraging posts and stuff to uplift people. I also posted a lot like this, very cryptic messages that nobody really could understand, and I couldn't tell you looking back at it what I was trying to say either, but there were a lot of posts like this. And then 8 years ago, I was firmly in my business, making candles, candy cups, doing graphic design, anything I could think of. Here we are 16 years ago, 40 odd things about me. That was definitely another era of mine where I just did so many of these things and put so much of my information on the internet for everyone to see. I regret doing a lot of these, but we're going to move on now and see what else we can find. We saw a glimpse into a few eras of my life. I'm encouraging, my cryptic depression stage, firm in my entrepreneurship, and as you can see here, my please steal all my information and know everything about me and my daughter era. I'm not going to click through to any of these and give out more details. But yeah, I don't share as much information about my personal life anymore. And I definitely do not share at all my children. More of me sharing every moment of my daughter's life and my life. I was a stay-at-home mom, so I didn't have anything else to post about. But let's try to find something else. Oh, look at this picture my daughter drew. Okay, we gotta look at this one. This is so cute. She drew me freaking out with a hippo in my stomach. That's so cute. I love that. Okay, here we have some stuff that's a little bit different. Here is my DIY era. I thought I was gonna be a DIY queen at some point in my life, especially back in the day when I didn't have much money. I dabbled in a few DIY things, but I thought once I got more money that I would just be doing DIYs all day, every day. And that was not the case. I'd rather just buy it than make it. All right, moving on. Let's see if we can find anything more interesting. I found a place where I can actually put in dates, so let's go as far back as it will let me. I made the range 2006 to 2019, and it came up with 2016. So let's see what we have here. This is another era of mine where I posted constantly scriptures and about God and different things like that. Not that I'm not into that still, but I did it very heavily back in the day. And this is one where I'd like to talk about this one because it is talking about money. And I'd like to have a conversation about money. I want to do a video about it. I did come from not a lot of money at all, and now I have a little bit more money, actually, a lot more money. And I just want to go over the mindset and the difference because back then, $5 was a whole lot of money, $1 was a whole lot of money. And I'd like to just kind of talk about that. Here's one from a while ago, and it is a candle cup that looks like hot chocolate. And we had a lot of fun with that, and it smelled so good. I used to create the candle cups like that, but I stopped doing that. Here is also another thing I used to work on, and it is photography. Of course, the website doesn't work anymore, but I even went to school for photography. I thought I was going to be a photographer, but I ended up going to school for graphic design. Yes, back in the day, 2009 is when I got married. I got married October of 2009, and we did dream of buying a home. Oh, that's so cute. I have a wedding photo here. I'm not going to click on that, but yep, got married in 2009 and dreamed of a life that was wonderful and has turned out to be better than anything we could have dreamed of or imagined together. All right, this is the stuff that I wanted to get into. I think I'm ready to go home. I actually moved to New York City without telling anyone, and I was coming back home to get married, which I also had not told anyone at the time. So that was exciting. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, I'm cursing here. I do not curse a lot, and I didn't curse a lot back then either, but there were times when I did. And that was me at school for photography again, something I really enjoyed, but I did quit when I got pregnant with my daughter. I'm trying to find some things from when I was in high school, back in the day for real, but nothing is coming up. No matter what I try to put in, nothing is showing up. So let's go ahead and move on to another social media site. Here we have Instagram, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and we're going to see what we have here. My Instagram used to be so aesthetic. I tried deleting a bunch of photos and kind of messed it up, but I do want to go in here and revamp it a bit so that I can start posting again. At this point in time, it was like 2016, 2017, and I just graduated from graphic design school, and I had my daughter who was 3 years old, and I was still newlywed, and we had just moved into our own apartment, and I was feeling kind of stuck, and Instagram revitalized the spark and the love for graphic design and photography in me. And so I just went ham and I was an influencer on Instagram. I had affiliates and I had sponsors and I had a really good time with it. But once 2018 hit and I got into my slum, I could not continue. I tried for a little bit, but it wasn't the same. Of course, this is around 2016, 2017, where filters are the thing to do. So most of my pictures are filtered at this time, even though I wish I hadn't done that, but it was the craze at the time. Here are some of the candles and candy cups that I used to do. I used to sell these at my church, and I used to sell them on my website. Here they are, just kind of on an event table that I did. And they're super cute, and I love doing it. But again, in 2018, when I got hit that slum, I had to turn it off and stop doing it. You will see a lot of The Weeknd on my page as well. I became a fan in 2017, And I have a lot of references to his music and a lot of inspiration from him. Losers by The Weeknd is my favorite song of all time, and it just speaks to my life in a way that I never thought anyone would understand. And also, here we have where I started YouTube for the first time with my daughter. That channel got completely deleted, the whole thing, because I did not verify my age in time, and Google just took the whole thing with all the videos. So that's pretty sad, but I know it had to be done, and my daughter was on there, so I'm not too mad about it. I'd rather lose the videos to Google being diligent about keeping my minor daughter safe than be upset about the videos that I did lose. These filters are killing me. Every photo has a filter, and definitely was in my DIY bag in 2016, 2017. This is something I created for my goddaughter. Whew, this is an era if I ever seen one. In early 2018, my hair started falling out from all the stress, and I decided that I would wear scarves for the rest of the year, and that's what I did. This is what my hair used to look like, and then it just began to stay straight and not curl up. Here you see some of my fashion days with my nails, and I'm still big into nails. I have a nail Instagram if you want to follow me there at Smiles Pretty. I do nail content and fashion content there. And here is the intro to my YouTube channel. Similar vibes, sky blue. This is my actual face, but filtered. Definitely similar vibes. I should do something like that again. I do miss that YouTube channel sometimes. The channel was called Behind the Smiles. Since I was doing Instagram, I would do behind the scenes videos of what it took to make certain photographs and things like that. I wanted a raw, uncut place to put content on top of my curated content. This used to be our view, and we no longer have that view, and the sunsets where we are don't look like this anymore. I do miss it. They were very vibrant and beautiful. It's my favorite picture ever. In all of 2018, Disturbia was in my head. I could not get it out of my head for the life of me. It was literally on repeat and just is exactly how I felt in 2019 when I just felt like life was over, really. So maybe that is a testament to be careful what you listen to and what you let inside your mind. Later in the year, you could see here this picture. I was just exhausted and tired and stressed. Not even the filter could hide it. But I was still trying to go on. Here you could see my vlog, or me trying to do a vlog. I don't think I ever even started it, but I did make a screenshot for it. I tried to remain positive and post positivity, but it was just a lot going on. And as you can see here, we were on the road a lot. We traveled a whole lot, which was one of my favorite things to do, which is one of my favorite things to do in the whole wide world. I love traveling, and it just felt like the highest highs and the lowest lows were too far apart that every time I came back from a trip, I just couldn't handle how bad I felt at home. Now, this had nothing to do with my relationship with my husband, but my grandmother was sick, my grandfather was sick, and my grandmother was actually dying, and her health was getting worse, and her behavior was getting worse. And so that was taking a toll on my life, and I did not feel supported and cared for where I was at work and other extracurricular activities. Anyway, here is a candle box that I used to make. It was a candle box set with wax melts, floating candles, and votive candles for your bathroom. And they would be in a theme. This one's a fashion theme. You can see the shoe, the purse, the lipstick, and then the box would match. I used to make those, and these are wax melts that were made to look like a box of chocolates. I used to have so much fun doing these, but I don't like scents, and they always gave me a headache. And then the great catastrophe of 2018 and 2019 was coming, so I had to stop, and I never picked it back up again. I also don't think I will pick it back up again. I don't like scents. There are certain scents that make me sick and they give me a headache, and so it's just something I had fun with when I did do it. And here I'm just playing with filters and really curating my Instagram feed here with the different filters, but the colors that all matched and were cohesive. I love doing that. So creative. And that's what I love about Instagram. It really brought out the creative part of me and my love for photography that I gave up. I didn't really give it up, but I just didn't want to be a photographer as my career. And this allowed me to do photography and just really enjoy that part of my life. My grandfather was a photographer. My dad was a photographer. And it's just something I grew up really enjoying. And then I was always into fashion and nails, and Instagram brought all those things to life and brought them all together for me. And I just really, really enjoyed Instagram. And I'm looking forward to getting back into it this year. And here we see more of my travels. We traveled to North Carolina, Virginia, Alabama. We went to Chicago. And these photos are going to Chicago, where we got to see family and we did some sightseeing there. We got to see the Bean and different things like that and just enjoy the summer in Chicago. We also went to Disney World in Orlando, and we stayed in an Airbnb for the first time and just enjoyed downtown Disney as well, which we had never been before. And as you can see through different parts of the feed, the weekend keeps popping up. And I won tickets to go see him in 2018 at the Global Citizens Festival. I won 2 tickets to see him. It's an event where several artists are performing. A lot of artists I didn't know. Cardi B performed and Janet Jackson performed. A bunch of people performed. But I did win 2 tickets to see him in in Central Park. And I took my aunt with me, and we had an amazing time. I was so excited and had so much fun. It was the first time seeing The Weeknd in concert, and my second time going to a concert ever in my life. Now, I did not live in New York, and so I had to book a trip to New York where my aunt lives, and she's the one that helped me get to New York City because she also doesn't live in the city. We took a train down and saw some beautiful views, and this is the outfit that I wore. Those butterfly boots that you just saw a few seconds ago were the boots that I wore to this festival as well. Also, I think that's Shawn Mendes. I didn't know who that was at the time. And this was my reaction when you're at a concert and you realize the artist you're seeing is real, like and breathing. I mean, it was just amazing. I had so much fun.
In my humble opinion, he's one of the greatest artists of all time. Ladies and gentlemen,
I have to do a story time about this because I started all the way in the back and ended up in VIP. And so one day I'll have to just do a story time about this because it was an amazing night, a scary night. So much happened. So if you'd like a story time of this, please like the video and let me know in the comments. And if you ever got to see your favorite artist in concert, please let me know. And let me know how far you've traveled to see your favorite artist because I traveled a long way to get here. And then we spent a few more weeks in New York just enjoying the views. My aunt lives on top of a mountain on a beautiful farm, and she made me homemade dinner and homemade food all the time. And we just spent the rest of the time in love and light and beauty and just enjoying being alive. We went to California. My daughter was in a pageant and she won the state pageant. So we got to go to nationals in California and they paid for us to get there. And we stayed in Beverly Hills and we stayed for 2 weeks and we did Thanksgiving in California. And I just had so much fun. I fell in love with California. It was like Florida and New York had a baby, and it was Cali. I just loved it so much, and I wanted to move there on a whim. Like, I called my husband, was like, I'm going to get a job, and we're going to stay in California. Of course, he shut that down, but I really, really enjoyed California. We also went to Disneyland in California, and we just really, really enjoyed our time there. We did everything that you could do in California. We went to, we saw all the things, and we did all the adventures, and I couldn't say enough good things about it. In hindsight, I am glad that we did not move to California, but at the time I was sad about it. But now I'm happy that we stayed here and I can enjoy California from afar and just go when I want to go. This whole thing needs to be another story time because so many things happen, so many great things happen, and we had such a great time that this would be a great story time. So again, if you would like to hear about it, let me know in the comments. If you ever been to California, if you enjoy California, if you live in California, let me know. I am glad that I got to see and enjoy it before all the fires happened. I am so sorry to the people that were affected and a part of it. It was so devastating, and I'm so devastated that the city was not more prepared for it. You would think with all the fires that already happened that they would be more prepared for stuff like this, but I don't really want to get into it. But this is us in Disneyland. This was our first time in Disneyland. I did not enjoy it as much as Disney World, but we still had fun. And this is going to be the last thing I react to, and it's going to be my birthmarks. I have Orion's belt on my birthmarks, and I have always felt a connection to the stars and the sun, and I do love looking at them and enjoying the stars and the moon. The nighttime is my favorite time, and I don't know. That's it. Thank you for watching and going through this journey with me. We did go to New York again. This time we went to New York City for a day. And I said that was the last thing I was going to react to, but this is showing up. And that's that. Thank you. If you like this kind of video, let me know in the comments. Tell me what you think. Let me know about your own personal journey with social media and the things you've gone through and the different phases you've gone through in social media. I know we've all gone through ups and downs and all kinds of things. And as you've seen, I've had my fair share of journeys as well. So let me know in the comments down below. Let's have a conversation. So thank you for watching my video. If you like this, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss another Getting to Know Me video.